Guys, it's not that bad. Sonic Colors Ultimate is a remaster of the Wii game Sonic Colors, made for and released for modern-day consoles such as Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 5. However, due to the rushed development cycle and frankly insane business practices of Sega, it releases a total dumpster fire with major problems and some really strange glitches. Most of these problems were also exaggerated on the Nintendo Switch because, let's be real, it's a miracle some of these games even run on this thing sometimes. However, that aside, Sega ended up having to release several patches for this game on all platforms to retroactively fix / put a band-aid over everything that this game had that was a problem. And surprisingly, they did so with moderate success. Which then begs the question as to why the Switch version is seen as the worst. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? The answer is a surprising no, it's not bad. Actually, dare I even say it might be a moderately good game? Now, when compared to the other versions of this game, not including the original, there are really only a few differences. The most major difference between all these games is that for some reason the Nintendo Switch version has much slower load times upon first entering a level, while all the other versions somehow have a decent load time. But aside from that, and the occasional glitch, this game basically just runs the same as the other versions of Sonic Colors Ultimate. The only real flaws with this game are broad stroke flaws that carry over for every version, so I have to wonder then, why is the Switch version seen as the worst version if it only has minor differences between it and the other versions? From a graphics perspective, this isn't even the worst looking Sonic game on here. That title, amazingly, goes to of all things Sonic Frontiers, which itself is a sort of miracle game, but we'll save that for another time. The game just plays how you would expect Sonic Colors to play, honestly. And the soundtrack can be switched in this version from the remixes to the original, and vice versa. And overall, the controls are pretty snappy and function somewhat better than the original even, which is amazing to me, honestly. It's basically just Sonic Colors for Switch. So with all that in mind, I can't help but wonder if this is considered the worst version of this game because of its actual quality, or because most games by third-party developers tend to run terribly on Switch. Since, no one knows how to optimize for this thing except Nintendo, and Nintendo refuses to update this console's hardware. I'm looking at you, Minecraft. Again, keep in mind that this version of this game is only different on a technical and loading screen level, and even if objectively it's the worst version of this game, it's only worse by the loading screens, and that's it. Oh, and I guess the AI upscale cutscenes are a thing too, but again, broad stroke problem, not this game in particular. Honestly, I think that this version of the game is just singled out because of all the insane problems it had at launch, which to me seems really unfair and not really a valid reason now that most of the other problems have been fixed. If you'd like to check it out, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can get this version of the game. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and check out my playthrough of this game up on my channel. So yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate on Switch isn't too bad. It really is just one of those games that people need to have an open mind about before picking it up. It's by no means perfect, it has its problems, but it definitely deserves its fair share of love, all things considered. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!